Heavy rain has been lashing parts of Oklahoma, leading to significant flooding across the Oklahoma City metropolitan area. These storms, which tracked through the state earlier today, Saturday, July 12th, have brought waves of intense precipitation, creating extremely hazardous conditions for residents and commuters alike. We've seen troubling images of cars attempting to navigate through standing water on North Kelly Avenue near West 33rd Street, and N Pennsylvania Avenue is also reported to be heavily flooded near Northwest 133rd Street, located just south of Memorial Road. Officials are issuing urgent and repeated pleas for drivers to stay home and, under no circumstances, attempt to traverse these flooded areas. The forecast indicates that multiple rounds of showers and storms are expected to continue throughout the weekend, with the primary and most pressing concern remaining the potential for further heavy rain. Currently, a flood watch remains in effect for a substantial portion of Oklahoma, set to continue through Sunday. In addition to this watch, several counties are now under a more immediate flood warning. For much of the Oklahoma City metropolitan area, a flash flood warning is in effect until 7 o'clock post-meridium this evening, Saturday, July 12th, according to advisories from the National Weather Service in Norman. This critical flash flood warning specifically encompasses Oklahoma City, Edmond, Bethany, Yukon, and Mustang. It is absolutely paramount that everyone remembers the vital safety message: turn around, don't drown. This means you should never, under any circumstances, attempt to drive across flooded roadways or around barricades that have been put in place. A flash flood warning signifies that a flash flood is either imminent or already occurring. For individuals in flood-prone areas, the immediate and most crucial action is to move to higher ground without delay. A flash flood, as defined by the National Weather Service, is a sudden, violent deluge that can develop with alarming speed, sometimes within minutes or over a few hours. It's a critical point to understand that a flash flood can even occur in areas that are not directly experiencing rainfall due to water runoff from upstream. The specific areas covered by the current flash flood warning for the Oklahoma City Metro include Oklahoma County, along with southeastern Canadian County and southeastern Logan County. The affected locations are Oklahoma City, Edmond, Yukon, Bethany, War Acres, and the Village. The National Weather Service in Norman is generally predicting widespread rainfall totals of 1 to 2 inches for most areas. However, some isolated locations, particularly those situated south and east of the Interstate 44 corridor, could potentially receive 4 inches or even more of rain. This significant accumulation of heavy rain is highly likely to cause widespread flooding in low-lying areas. For residents who are unsure about their vulnerability, it is strongly advised to consult the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, flood maps to determine if their property is situated within a designated flood-prone area. Being prepared with this knowledge can be crucial for safety. These ongoing thunderstorms in Oklahoma arrived just over 1 week after Central Texas experienced catastrophic flooding, an event that tragically claimed over 100 lives. The severe thunderstorm activity we are observing is not confined solely to Oklahoma. It represents a broader system that is taking aim at the entire Midwest this weekend, while the southern plains face an ongoing and elevated risk of additional flash flooding. Storms have already been rumbling through parts of the Midwest since Friday night, impacting areas including Iowa, northern Missouri, and Illinois. These widespread thunderstorms are anticipated to persist across much of the central United States throughout the weekend, bringing with them a slight risk of severe weather this Saturday afternoon that could affect as many as 19 million people stretching from eastern Michigan all the way to northern Kentucky. Consistent rainfall is also being forecast for regions across the eastern United States. Cities such as Detroit, Indianapolis, and Cincinnati are included in today's risk for damaging wind gusts. The possibility of quarter-sized hail and even an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out for these areas. Indeed, at least one tornado was reported on Friday afternoon in Iowa. The National Weather Service, in an advisory issued earlier today, Saturday, highlighted that the abundant moisture associated with this system will lead to locally heavy downpours and an increased risk for isolated flash flooding, not only in the immediate affected areas but also extending across portions of the Carolinas, the Mid-Atlantic, and northward into upstate New York and western New England.
Look at our neighbor's backyard. Their backyard is full of water.
Concurrently, heavy rain has made a troubling return to the southern plains, a region where parts of central Texas have already been ravaged by dangerous flash flooding in recent days. This particular weather front is expected to stall over the southern plains through the weekend, maintaining scattered thunderstorms in the forecast through Sunday across New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, and Arkansas. Approximately 17 million people within this broad region are currently under various flood alerts. These alerts include major population centers such as Dallas, San Antonio, Kerrville, and Wichita Falls in Texas, Oklahoma City and Tulsa in Oklahoma, and Ruidoso, New Mexico. Rainfall totals across this vast area are generally expected to range from 1 to 5 inches, but isolated areas could potentially receive up to 8 inches of rain through the weekend. Of particular and grave concern are local burn scars, especially those in Ruidoso, New Mexico. These areas, stripped of vegetation, will be extremely vulnerable to additional flash flooding, as there is little to absorb the incoming rainfall. Rainfall rates in these burn scar areas could exceed a staggering 2 to 3 inches per hour, leading to extremely rapid and dangerous runoff. Zooming in specifically on Texas, a dangerous flood risk is rapidly escalating across parts of the Concho Valley, the Hill Country, and into central and north Texas overnight into Sunday morning. There is a significant threat of localized, severe, and rapid onset flooding caused by slow-moving, heavy rainfall that is expected to develop before dawn and continue into Sunday morning. Hourly rainfall rates in these areas could easily surpass 3 inches, with the rain lasting for several hours. Localized totals of over 7 to 9 inches are possible, particularly in areas of the Concho Valley and the Hill Country. Given these perilous conditions, we are strongly advising against camping along any rivers in the Hill Country of Texas overnight, as some spots may experience extremely quick water rises, posing an immediate threat to life. Residents in these regions are highly recommended to stay alert to weather conditions overnight into Sunday morning and to ensure they have multiple reliable ways to receive weather alerts, especially if they reside in a flood-prone area. While we are not suggesting that widespread major flooding is expected across all areas, the concern remains intensely focused on localized, dangerous flooding overnight and into Sunday morning, which can be just as deadly. Looking ahead to Sunday, the chance for strong to severe storms continues in the afternoon and evening for many of these affected regions. The main concerns will persist: damaging wind gusts and the relentless threat of heavy rain and flooding. This evolving situation demands constant vigilance from everyone in the path of these storms.